All right, welcome back to my channel. Now let us quickly solve this math Olympiad problem. It's a very simple one, okay? So do not panic because of the square root, whatever. It's very simple. Like I told you, math is the easiest subject you can ever study, okay? Now look at this question. It's very simple. Now what do? Don't forget that if I have the square root of x is equal to 4, for instance, what do you do to remove square root? Whenever square root crosses to the other side, it becomes square. So we can easily say, let us square both sides. Okay, let's square both sides. Then this is taking care of this. Finally, x is equal to 16. If you remember this is exactly the concept we are going to use here. Don't forget about this I. This I, don't get panic about I. Don't forget that I squared will give us -1. So this is going to change back to a real number. Don't forget that whenever you see I, it's called iota. And that iota is what? A complex number, the imaginary part of a complex number. All right? Now, child of God, look at this. Oh, God bless mathematics. This is very simple. Now, what do? Let us square both sides. If we square both sides, I'm going to have that this is the square root of x, another square root of x, another square root of x, then another square root of x. Okay? All squared is equal to 3, 2, 7, 6, 768i, then all squared. Okay, now having this, now what do? This is very simple. So I'm going to have that this square is going to take care of this square root. I'm going to solve this question in two ways. Okay, this square is taking care of this square root. I'm going to have that my x, then the square root of x, the square root of x, and then finally the square root of x, okay, is equal to 32768 squared, then I squared. Okay, I shared the squared for both of them. Now don't forget that according to a complex number, that I squared is equal to what? -1. Okay, don't forget this. Now, so I'm going to have that this is my x, the square root of x, the square root of x, and then the square root of x is equal to what? 32768. Okay, squared, then I squared is giving me -1. All right, so this is going to be x, the square root of x, the square root of x, and the square root of x is equal to -3 -3 okay, or let me leave it this way and square both sides again. Okay, so you don't get confused. Let us square both sides again for me to remove the next square root. So for me to remove the next square root, I have to square here is equal to 32768. Okay, then squared, then -1, then all squared. Now this is going to square this, so I'm going to have x squared for this one. Why this is going to cancel this, I'm going to have x squared inside of x, the square root of x, and the square root of x. Okay, is equal to 2 times 2 according to indices, because a raised to power m, all raised to power n according to indices is what? A raised to power m times n. Okay, so math is very simple. All you need to know is just the laws. So now this time I'm going to have 3, 2, 7, 8, sorry, 6, 6, 8, then raised power 4. Now -1 raised power squared will give you positive answer. So here becomes positive. It's going to give you +1. Okay, negative raised power even number is going to be positive. So I'm going to have in bracket of 1. Okay, and then 1 times anything is the same thing. Now if you are getting panic about this big number, what you will try to do is to reduce it so that everybody will be in an index form. So how do we reduce that? Let us have that this is 32768. Okay, now to divide, the least thing that can divide there is 2. So I'm going to have 2 into this is 1, into this is 6, into this is 3, into this is 8, then into this is 4. Okay, so 2 again, I'm going to have 8, 1, 9, 2, right? So let's have 32768 divided by 2. I'm going to have, okay, divided by 2 again. I'm going to have this, then 2 again. I'm going to have 4096. 2 again. I'm going to have 2048. 2 again. I'm going to have 1024. 2 again, I'm going to have 512. Okay, 2 again, I'm going to have 256. 2 again, I'm going to have 128. 2 again, I'm going to have 64. 2 again, I'm going to have 32. 2 again, I'm going to have 16. 2 again, I'm going to have 8. 2 again, I'm going to have 4. 2 again, I'm going to have 2. And then 2 again, I'm going to have 1. So now, what am I dividing with? This is equal to, I'm dividing with 2. And they are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. They are 15 in number. So this man could be written as, so I'm going to have that this is the same thing as saying, so this is the same thing as saying, to put it in an index form, it's same as say, don't forget I have x squared b multiplied by x, okay, then the square root of x, the square root of x, then is now, don't forget that this thing is what? This thing gave us 2 raised to power 15, then all raised to power 4, okay? Don't forget that there is raised to power 4 here, and anything times 1 is the same thing. Now, what do we do again? We can decide to square both sides again, okay? I can decide to square both sides again. If I square both sides, I'm going to have that this is now x squared, okay, now this plus 1 according to indices will give you x raised to power 3, okay, this is this plus this, and according to indices x raised to power a multiplied by x raised to power b will give you x raised to power, sorry, x raised to power what? A plus b, right? Now, so this is going to be x raised to power 3, the square root of x, the square root of x, then all raised to power what? 2. I decided to square both sides, okay, it's going to give me 2 raised to power 15, then raised to power 4, then all squared. I'm squaring both sides. Now, this is going to be, this time, this is going to give me x raised to power 6. Now, this will cancel one of these square root. I'm going to have that here is x, the square root of x is equal to what? 2 raised to power, let me leave the 15 like that while I keep multiplying these people. This time, this will give me 8, okay? Now, according to indices again, this is raised to power 1. So this plus this will give me x raised to power what? 7. Okay? X raised to power 7, the square root of x is equal to what? 2 raised to power 15, the square root of all raised to power 8. Now, let us square both sides again. If I square both sides, I'm going to have that this time this will give me x raised to power 14. Then this take care of this. I'm going to have multiplied by x is equal to what? Let me leave 2 raised to power 15 the way it is. While I keep multiplying this time, this will give me 16. Now, according to indices again, this is raised to power 1. So this plus this is going to give me x raised to power 15 is equal to what? 2 raised to power. Now, I can write this to be the same thing as 2 raised to power 16, then raised to power 15. It's the same thing, because according to indices, you should know that a raised to power m or raised to power n can be written as a raised to power n or raised to power m, okay? Then which is a raised to power mn is the same thing. Now, then another thing you need to know is that according to indices, that a raised to power m, if it's equal to b raised to power the same m, we can decide to say that this will take care of this. Then a is equal to what? B. So what am I saying in essence? That 15 can take care of 15. Then therefore, I'm left with what? That x is equal to what? 2 raised to power what? 16. You see? So that is that. That is one method of solving this. Now, let me quickly show you another method you can use to solve this as well. Okay? Now, another method we can use alternatively, the second method you can use is, now look at this. The second method you can use is that this thing is something as saying, watch, this is something as saying x raised to x here, okay? I'm having, no, don't forget that the square root of x means the same as what? X raised to power 1 over 2, right? Okay, if you remember this. Now, let's start from the one inside. Oh, God bless maths. Now, let's start from the one inside. This one inside means, this one means x raised to power what? 1 over 2, okay? This is for the first one. The second one means x, but it's covering the two of them. So they should be raised to power 1 over 2. Then the third one is what? Another x. And it's covering all of them, raised to power 1 over 2 again. Then finally, the last one is x. And then it's covering all of them, raised to power what? 1 over 2 again. Okay? So that is how it is. This one is this one. This one is this one. this one is this one, y this one is this one. Okay, so that is that. Is equal to what? Don't forget what we did here. This thing gave us 2 raised to power what? 15, then I. Okay, let me leave it this way. Now having this, now let us now clear all this thing I'm having here. Do you know that if I start from the one inside, this man, this person here has just 1 over 2. This person here has just 1 over 2. So this is x raised to power what? 1 over 2. Now this person has 1 over 2 and another 1 over 2. So it's going to be multiplied by x raised to power 1 over 4. Okay. The third person has 1 over 2, 1 over 2, and 1 over 2. So it's going to be multiplied by x raised to power what? 1 over 2 times 2, 4. 4 times 2 is 8. Okay. Finally, the last person inside has 1 over 2, 1 over 2, 1 over 2, 1 over 2, which is what? X raised to power what? 1 over 16. Okay, is equal to what? 2 raised to power what? 15, then I. Now, what do we do, child of God? Now, let us now solve this. According to indices, don't forget that x raised to power m be multiplied by x raised to power n, provided that the base are the same thing, child of God. What do? We just add the power. So this is now x raised to power what? M plus n. So this is now, let's do the same thing. Let's take 1x. 1 over 4 plus 1 over 8 plus 1 over 16, right? Is equal to what? 2 raised to power 15 I. All right. Now, what do we do? If we add this, I'm going to have that this is going to, let's solve. This is x raised to 16 divided by this is 8. Is 8 plus 2, then plus 1. What? 2 raised to power 15. Then what? I have I. Now, if you add this, I'm going to have that this is x raised to power what? Is equal to what? 2 raised to, then I. This, I want x to stay. Multiply, I'm going to power reciprocal of this body by the inverse of the. I'm going to have x raised to over 16, then 16 over 15 around is equal to what? Then 1 raised to power what? The same. I did not change anything. Now, if you look at this, you're going to see that this take care of this. Y x is equal to what? Now, 15 will take care of 15. Then I have 2 raised to power 16. This is 2 raised to power 16. Then I'm having I raised to power 16. I raised to power 16. I raised to... Now let us see what I... Permit me to clean here. Now, is equal to 2 all raised to power 8, because 2, right? And I know squared is equal to what? Minus 1. So I'm having that x is equal to 2 raised to power 16 in bracket of minus 1 raised to power 8. And minus raised to power even number is positive. So this is what? This is now x is equal to what? 2 raised to power 16 in bracket of 1, which is what? 2 raised to power 16. Very simple. So thank you very much for watching. Peace of the Lord be with you.